Today we're exploring some more dead games, because the last time I played some, I got hundreds of comments telling me to play even more, and to figure out what other games on Steam are considered dead. But what makes a game dead? Is it the player count, the time it's been around, or maybe something else? So I gathered 4 more games that met this criteria from my comments, and my goal was to see just how dead these games really are. And the only way to do that is to play them. So here's the first one.
If I don't move, he won't see me. Never mind. Oh,
Squad 44 was released on August 9th, 2018, with the original name being Postscriptum, and it's a tactical World War II first-person shooter focused on historical accuracy, teamwork, and communication. This was the current player count, and all of the comments said that it was a fantastic shooter that ultimately failed twice, leaving the servers to be completely empty. However, when I logged on, I was lucky enough to find one server jam-packed with players. So I joined the match, picked out a team, and spawned into the game.
Alright, I think I spawned on the worst side because I am on the complete opposite side of the battle, but it's fine. We'll get there.
It only took around 5 minutes, but once I found my team, I could finally see some action. And man, I did not last long.
Oh, we're seriously pushing this. Oh. I'm bleeding?
Oh, I'm gonna try and squeeze it up here.
I have to heal this. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be one of those games.
Yeah, this game was pretty intense. I was watching my teammates get shot down, I got caught in every explosion, and it seemed like no matter where we looked, it was never safe.
Hey, Putz, I don't think you should poke out there. Oh my!
Now the goal for each game is to capture objectives on the map. You have one side attacking and the other defending, but my team was getting absolutely hammered, and since it was also my first time, I didn't do any better.
I genuinely have no idea where my team's at right now. Okay, well.
So on my next couple of matches, I made sure to stick close by to my squad, and yeah, it definitely made a difference. I was healing teammates left and right, we actually pushed onto the objectives, and I even got to experience some life-changing moments.
Don't worry, soldier, I'm right behind you. Watching your six.
Oh! Oh my god.
That was a dick.
Yeah, no shit. It took a bit to get used to how everything worked, but once I had it under control, I was enjoying every second of this game.
Dude, there's so many people here. They're just dead. I got you, soldier, don't.
Fix this guy's mistake. Okay.
And personally, I would have played all throughout the night, but after just 4 matches, the server died down pretty quick. And before I knew it, absolutely no one was online.
You know, something about just going through this server, knowing that I just played with a bunch of people, and that it's just a ghost town, it's just wild to me.
And it stayed like this for a couple of days. So I went ahead and joined the server's Discord, where I messaged the only moderator I saw, and in just a couple of minutes, we were in a call together and talking about the game.
So I love the game. It's a great server, but like there's been no one online, and I was just curious as to when, you know, people played.
I think your best bet to get like a really good experience is like on a weekend. Me and you, if you want to play a match in armor, you want to jump in with me and my crew, you can hop around for a tutorial.
Sure, yeah, that sounds cool.
So that's exactly what we did. The both of us logged on before our official match, and Jeepster gave me a full-blown tutorial in tank combat.
Can I test shooting on this guy?
I mean, try. You'll kill him, but I don't really care.
Oh my. And since he wanted to show me everything about how the tanks worked in this game, it was gonna take a while. So while we do that, let me tell you about the sponsor for this video, War Thunder.
Dude, this cockpit looks insanely good. That is a tree. Oh no. Oh, I think I just...
It's the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, with over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from multiple regions. Of course, you have modern vehicles from today, but you also have everything else dating all the way back to the 1920s. And with the impressive X-ray damage models, you can see exactly how you got taken out.
Holy shit, I lost everything. How am I not dead yet? Oh my god!
With the way the game looks, sounds, and plays, it makes sense why over 95 million players enjoy the realistic experience that War Thunder offers. And you can play War Thunder right now for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or mobile devices. Just make sure to use my links in the pinned comment or the description down below. New players and those who haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack on PC or consoles, and this includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive Vehicle Decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account. But you gotta hurry, this is available for a limited time only, so don't miss it. Anyways, after learning everything I could from Jeepster, we were ready to get the server filled up and have his friends join us. And let me tell you, Jeepster is one hell of a teacher.
I see a guy shooting over there. I'm gonna do a tank run, right? Yeah. Very nice.
We were absolutely annihilating the other team. Jeepster drove, I shot, and his 2 other friends just spotted the enemies. It was perfect. And I'm proud to say that during the entire match, we only lost 1 of our tanks.
Boys, I don't know if we should be that close to it. Is it That was like perfect timing.
Being able to play in a full lobby again was an absolute blast, and I personally have Jeepster and his community to thank for that. I knew this game was going to be fun since it had been suggested numerous times on this channel, but damn, I really wish I played it sooner. While this game is technically dead due to the servers not being populated most days, I really don't think it should be. It has fantastic action, beautiful sound design, and some of the better cooperative gameplay mechanics I've seen in a while. So if you've never played Squad 44 and possibly want to try to revive this game with me, I'd say go for it. Who knows, you might even spot me on Jeepster's server one day. I mean, he did kind of give me admin controls, so now I can just watch people run around all day. It's pretty awesome.
I don't know how this guy is on this tank. Does he not know? Does he not know?
Okay, what's the next game we got?
Please, 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 please. Oh my god, stop it. Stop! Please.
Sunkenland was released on August 25th, 2023, and is a Waterworld themed survival game with modular base building, underwater scavenging, and epic fights across an entire ocean. This was a current player count, and both the reviews and comments said that it was an extremely promising game that unfortunately never got to see its full potential. So I booted the game up, created my own character, and joined the first server I could, which did not last long.
Alright, let's see if I can actually find these players. Never mind, they kicked me. Come on.
Yeah, I actually got kicked from the first couple of servers I tried, and since the rest of them had passwords, I really didn't have many options.
McCock's Big World.
Well, I have to try this one. And honestly, I didn't think I would last 5 seconds here, but surprisingly, I was able to get onto the first island and even start talking to these players.
Glurm.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
What's the key? Hello, hi. Who am I talking to right now?
Talking to, I'm Asian as fuck.
Oh, he's right here. Okay, well, cool. I was just curious. It's my first time playing. Could I just hang out with you guys?
You've never played this game before?
I have not, actually. It's my first time.
Yeah, make your way over here.
Is it safe to swim over there?
Save us. Just don't go near any occupied islands and shit. And watch out for sharks all the time.
Okay, sure.
So I swam across the ocean, avoided any possible sharks, and met them face to face.
So is there anything I can help with, or maybe do around the base for you guys?
Basically we're just gathering resources. We're taking out bases nearby.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll help.
And just like that, I joined their group, got a tour of their base, and they even gave me a new outfit.
Dude, this outfit looks ridiculous.
Hey man, that adds like 2 armor.
Is it really?
Ridiculous, but you got 2 extra armor on your head.
Okay.
And now that I was all situated, they could teach me the core basics like crafting, building, and other features. I really didn't know what to expect with these players, but I'm glad that they let me stay.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say thank you for not kicking me like the other servers did. I appreciate it.
Trust me, we thought about it.
You know, honestly, I don't even blame you. I do not blame you.
And for the next hour, the 3 of us were doing practically everything together, like collecting water, scavenging the ocean floor, and even sleeping in the same bed.
So we're just all gonna cram into this guy?
Yep, cuddle up, Snuggy Buns.
Okay.
I was having a great time with them, and I caught myself just enjoying the simple grind of collecting everything, crafting new tools, and fishing for literally 20 minutes straight. I'm not joking. Hey, question for you guys. When should I stop fishing?
How many fish do you have?
I have like 48, I think. But once I was done fishing for the day, I suggested that we could go fight some of the NPCs on the nearby islands, and possibly get ourselves a new base.
Yeah, I think we should probably storm the guys who are like right across from us there.
Yeah, those two specific ones you pointed out have automatic weapons.
Oh. Yeah, so we ditched my idea and went somewhere else. And while they didn't have automatic guns, they still had guns.
Yep, I am seeing a couple of guys up here.
27.
What? 27?
Noon, boys.
Oh yeah, they all have guns. Oh my god.
Fuck it, we'll try.
Well, try? They have guns? What do you mean we're gonna try? This fight took us a while, probably because we only had bow and arrows to defend ourselves, but after weaving back and forth, dodging a couple of shots, and living off a sliver of health... There! Oh! How am I alive? Look at my health! What is that? We managed to eventually take everyone out and claim this island as our own. However, we couldn't really cherish this moment, because our main base was getting attacked by whatever this faction was. Bro, what? What the hell are these guys? Hello? But it was fine. We easily took them all out and secured their loot. And since it was getting pretty late for my new friends here, they decided to call it for the night. And together we ended our adventures in our base.
So do you guys play this game often, or?
Yeah, we pretty much play every day. I'm single, he's not, so I get to play more and hate my life.
I ended up playing over 3 hours of Sunkenland, and while it is an interesting game with a lot of promise to it, it's practically dead. But thankfully I got to meet these players, because if I didn't, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as I did. They could have easily kicked me when I joined, just like everyone else, but they didn't, and instead they showed me what this game had to offer and how to properly enjoy it. So if the two of you happen to be watching this, thank you. And also, you were absolutely right about these other islands. They are terrifying.
I don't even know why I came here with just an axe. This is a stupid idea. Oh, hello.
Alright, man. Okay, what's the next game we got?
Yo, watch this switch up real quick.
Sorry!
Chivalry Medieval Warfare was released on October 16th, 2012, and it's a first-person multiplayer hack-and-slash game where you use swords, axes, bows, and other weapons to fight players on a chaotic battlefield. This was the current player count, and all of the comments said that it was a great game that unfortunately died off due to its age, the announcement of a sequel, and the constant swarm of hackers. So I got into the game, browsed the community servers, and joined a free-for-all match with only 3 players on it.
Yeah, get him! Yeah! Yeah.
Holy shit, he got him! And since I didn't run into any hackers, I was able to start dueling right away with a player named Jimbo.
Alright, Jimbo. We're tussling, buddy. Come on. You can do better than that. Come on now.
I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. Oh my god. But this is the only win I had against him, because over the next 10 minutes, Jimbo was straight up kicking my ass.
Oh my god, Jimbo. Yo, chill. We were friends, Buzzer. Let me win a game. Let me win it. Just win one. No, Jimbo, chill, please.
Yeah, it was pretty tough fighting these players, and when I tried to join other servers, it was the same story.
Please, I beg, don't. What the? How did he? Did he just juke me?
It was pretty clear that I needed more practice. So instead of dying over and over in these public lobbies, I just gifted my friend the game and had the both of us duel each other on an empty server.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Watch this.
What? How?
You don't know the techniques, man. It's simple. You don't know the techniques.
What do you mean? You don't even know what you did.
Now, our goal was to join whatever server we could after we were done, but the plan kinda changed once the map turned into an arena and a whole bunch of players joined us.
Get him! Chase him down!
Mr. Naim!
Yeah! Chase him down! Yeah, mess him up!
Oh yeah, he's one.
Get him! Hell yeah! Next guy.
Nice! Holy shit! And before we knew it, it seemed like everyone who was playing this game was in our server.
Dude, I'm in the corner right now, and I just have my fists out, and I'm terrified.
And it was honestly an amazing experience. I know that technically 14 people in a lobby really isn't that much, but for a dead game, this was monumental.
Dude, why are there so many people in here now? This is actually insane. I'm jumping out the window. Don't follow me.
And surprisingly, everyone stayed in here for over 4 hours straight. I'm not sure how rare this was, but considering that the official servers for this game have been offline for over a year, I can imagine that this isn't an everyday thing.
Does this guy want me to like fist fight you? What the hell is this guy's problem?
No, my lord.
Yo, chill. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I use my fists. Are we okay? Are we good?
Whoops.
Overall, I had a fantastic time with Chivalry. It's quick, easy to play, and just good, solid fun. Now, is this game dead? By definition, yeah, it is. But the fact that I can still boot it up and manage to get a lobby filled in a couple of hours is honestly incredible. And while yes, there technically is a sequel in the series, I think I prefer the first one. It just has that certain charm to it that's really hard to replicate. And because of that, I think I might be playing this again real soon.
Your cankers swell so much that they would stretch the sides of the world.
What did he just say?
Okay, what's the last game we got?
We're winning?
Dude, what the
We're not budging.
Get out of our goal! Oh my god! Digital Paint Paintball 2 was released on July 31st, 1998, and is a free, open-source, fast-paced FPS shooter based on the Quake 2 engine, where you'll be slinging paintballs at the other team in a variety of different game modes. Now, there really isn't a player count for this game, since it's not actually on Steam, but from what I saw online is that this game's servers were shut down entirely several years back. However, some members of the community managed to bring it back to life and still play it to this day. And I actually got a DM from one of its community members asking me to check it out. So I downloaded the game, booted it up, and was instantly overwhelmed with everything.
I'll be honest here, I think I'm cooked, guys. Everything's so fast, there's so many sounds. What is my sensitivity? Look at this, watch. Like, look how fast this is.
And as you can probably tell, I've never played anything in the Quake engine before.
Alright, if I just stay in here, surely I get someone, right? If I just spray up here.
What do you mean I get hit? Whoa! So it was a little rough for me, but I also knew that I was facing some players that have literally been playing this since 1998, and these players were actually all in a call in the community's Discord. So I joined in and got to talk to them.
My brother introduced me to this game. This game was actually cool because it featured guns, even though it was just paintball.
Yeah, my mom didn't want me to play it as well when I was like 10 years old.
And I happened to join on the best possible day, because in this server, every other Saturday is Social Saturday. It's basically a get-together for all of the players, new and old, to just have fun. So eventually, after everyone got online, we switched to the more laid-back modes. And it was awesome. We were playing game modes like King of the Hill, Dodgeball, and even soccer.
Oh, don't let it.
No!
We're going into overtime.
No, we can't, bro. We've been doing this for 17 minutes. And the best part about Social Saturday is that you can meet every kind of player, like F-Style, who took the time to show me how the more advanced movements work.
I mean, you go here and you try to get furthest point on the ramp. Like, for example, if you crouch here, you can see that you're not like you're a little bit above the ramp on like in the air.
2 seconds later.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get this right.
Oh! Yeah, you did it.
No, I hit the top. I still haven't landed on the thing.
Yeah, it took me like 20 minutes to get through this first area. And meanwhile, F-Style was just blazing through it.
Like this one is like the hardest circle jump in the game. Oh, I got first strike.
Oh my god, yeah, the hardest one.
And I also got a chance to spectate a competitive match, which was insane to watch.
Our hump
Our hump.
His hump switch.
Bro, what even is this?
His ice entrance.
Mini.
What are they shooting at?
Nice, good job.
It's
two.
sewer to base.
So if this game has full lobbies, a fun weekend activity, and a whole competitive scene, is it really dead? Well, kind of. You see, this all happened on a social Saturday, and every other time I tried to play this game, there was practically no one on. Sure, I could make my own match, face a couple of bots, and wait for someone to join, but it just didn't feel the same.
God, you know, I do miss the Discord. I miss a social Saturday because like this isn't challenging enough.
So when I had the opportunity to interview Jitspo, the original developer of Digital Paintball, I made sure to ask what he thought about the current state of the game.
I would love to see more people joining in on the game because I think it's a ton of fun. Like, I love it, but you know, it's difficult when one or two new people come in and get faced up against a whole bunch of veterans. But like, if we get a huge influx of a whole bunch of new players that are all playing on a similar skill level, I think that will be a lot more enjoyable, and then they can kind of build up their skills together.
And I couldn't agree more. So once that social Saturday came back around, I made sure to jump right into the action and play all day long. Digital Paintball is possibly one of the more unique games that I've recently played, and the fact that it's been around for over 27 years, has a dedicated community with an active developer, and openly welcomes new players to join the fun is just beautiful. I may have only played around 5 hours of this game, but I can fully understand why these players have stuck around all this time. So thank you to Twisted Rick for recommending this game, and to everyone else in the Digital Paintball community for helping me out. I'm definitely going to continue to stop by for these social Saturdays, because if it means that I can play on that one screaming map again, you can sign me up.
Yeah, I'm over this map.
I'm also over this map.
I am so over this dog shit.
I mean, I got
bro.
16 kills. This is the first for me, so I mean, I hate it, but I love it.
It's easy to label a game dead based on a player count or negative reviews, but as we've seen here and in my last videos, there's often more to the story. So whenever you decide to play a game, don't ignore the ones that people claim are dead, because it's possible that you're missing out on some pretty unique experiences. I really enjoyed all of the games that everyone recommended, and if you have any other games you think I should explore next, let me know in the comments. Thanks to the YouTube members for supporting the channel, and if you want to watch me play other games, you can catch me live over here. Again, thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. You can play it for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and mobile today by using my links down below. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across PC and consoles, including multiple premium vehicles and other goodies. These are available for a limited time only, so don't miss it. And while you're still here, go watch my other videos. YouTube thinks you'll like the ones on the screen right now. Okay, bye.